Look at this, guys. It is beautiful out here. It is snowing and awesome, and I am supposed to be camping right now at a local campground. I have the whole Hummer packed up with camping equipment for the weekend, and the brakes went out just as I was leaving. But I decided not to let it interrupt some of my plans. I went ahead and set up this tent here so I could test out my new COODY air pump. It is an awesome little pump, much smaller than the one that I usually use, so it is much more compact and much easier to pack, taking up less room in your vehicle when you pack to go camping. If you want to see that video, I will have a link below in the comments. But since I have to take down this tent anyway, I thought I would go ahead and show you how to properly deflate, fold up, and pack this tent into the tightest, smallest little bundle that makes it the easiest to move around and store. Now, as you can see, this tent is also covered with snow, which is perfect because recently I've had a few people watch some of my videos where I packed up these tents under basically perfect circumstances, and they've said, okay, let's see you do it outside in the weather. Well, here you go. So before we get started, the first thing I'm going to tell you is that there is absolutely no way that you can actually pack a wet tent and expect it to be dry. Now, snow is obviously drier than rain, so that's a good thing. But when you pack away a tent that is wet, you're just going to have to expect that the very next dry day, you're going to have to take it out, set it back up, and let it dry, and then pack it away again. If you leave it packed away wet, you're risking it getting moldy and damaging the fabric of your tent. Like I said, snow is a little drier than rain, so it's a little easier to handle. If you know it's going to snow, you can stick a broom in your vehicle and bring it with you, and you can simply use a broom to brush off all the snow before you begin to pack it. If you don't have a broom, you can use your hands. You can walk around inside and hit the walls, hit the roof, and knock off as much snow as you possibly can. And that's about the best you can do to get that snow off of there. Now, keep in mind, if you've been using your rain fly while you're camping in the rain or the snow, that's obviously going to prevent your tent from getting wet or snowy. And if you can time it where you get a break in the snow or the rain, you can run out here, rip that rain fly off, fold up that tent, and pack it before it starts raining or snowing again. Of course, then your rain fly is wet, but at least that's the only thing you have to pack away wet. The tent gets to be put away dry. If you've watched my videos before, you know that we have an air nozzle on this specific tent on the front and on the back corner. We're going to open up both of those and let the air out and let the tent collapse in on itself. Walk around the tent and try your best to help it collapse in on itself, because you want it to be a nice rectangle when you start to fold it. Now, I want you to also notice that I have this tent set up on a tarp, and that is instrumental in not only protecting the bottom of your tent, but helping to keep it clean and dry for when you do pack it up. If your campsite is muddy, the only thing that's going to get muddy is the tarp that's underneath the tent, and that is much easier to clean than the bottom of that giant tent. Now, once your tent is completely deflated, you're going to have a little bit of air left in those tubes that you're going to have to walk on top and press the air out. But you don't want to walk on the fabric of the tent, so you want to start folding your tent inwards a little at a time so that it pushes that air out as you fold it. You're going to start on the side opposite the air nozzle so that while you fold it over, it pushes the air out. Each time you fold it, you want to walk up and down and push the air out. Fold it again, walk up and down again. Once you get the first half done, you can go to the side with the nozzles and begin folding that over. Fold it over once, walk up and down, fold it over again, walk up and down again, until you've got one nice long burrito looking tent. Now this is about 2 feet wide by 16 feet long, and folding it up just like this is going to ensure that you're going to be able to fit it back in that canvas storage bag. Now you can see that the tarp itself is wet. The tent itself is also wet from being on the tarp and from us walking on it, but it's still clean wet. Like I said, if your campsite is muddy, that mud is going to be underneath that tarp, and cleaning that tarp is going to be much easier than cleaning the mud off of that tent. Now, the next thing you want to do is get your tension strap ready. Drop it on the ground at the end of the tent that you're going to end up at. That way, once you get it all rolled up, you can grab the tension strap right there while you hold the tent tight, and you'll be able to wrap it right around there and keep it tight. But what you're going to do is start at the opposite end of the tent. You're just going to start rolling it forward, and with each roll, you're going to push on it, kneel kneel on it, sit on it, whatever you have to do to push even more of that air out, because we want this to be the tightest rolled tent that you can possibly get. If it's loose when it's done, it's going to be that much more difficult to move. So you can see we now have this tied up in a nice tight little package. Our tension strap is on and as tight as we can pull it. And this is going to take some practice. You're probably not going to get it that tight on the first time. And it does take some effort, but it's pretty easy to do. And after 2-3 times, you're going to be a pro. And the last thing you want to do is grab your storage bag, open it up, and put it over top the tent. It is much easier to put it over top the tent than to try to lift up the tent and put it inside the bag. Once you have it in there, close the top, pull your drawstring as tight as you can, and use the 2 large tension straps attached to the bag to pull it even tighter. Like I said, you want this to be the tightest package you can possibly get. So you can see this bag is plenty big enough to get that tent back inside. It is way oversized. We have a lot of extra fabric here, but we have it packed tight in there. We have our drawstring pulled as tight as we can get it. We have our tension straps pulled as tight as we can get those. And that tent is now packed as tight as it can possibly be. Now it's going to be the easiest that it can possibly be to move it. But when you go to move this tent, if you have to lift it, either have 2 people or with each hand, grab one of these side straps and get your hand underneath the tension strap. That will give you the very best grip you can get on this tent, and use your legs to lift, not your back. Now this tent is not light. It weighs over 100 pounds. So let me take a moment here to tell you that I highly suggest you invest in a folding dolly. I have a video on the one that I use. It folds up very small and can fit in your vehicle very easily, taking up very little space, and that dolly will save your back from having to carry these tents to your campsite from your vehicle. Now this is not my folding dolly. Mine is actually at my warehouse right now, but doesn't this look 100% easier than carrying this big heavy tent all the way to your vehicle? Then the only lifting you have to do is lifting it up into your vehicle. So there you go, guys, all packed up. We got another tent in there as well. That's the COODY Octopus. Next dry day I will set that tent back up and probably run the wood stove in it for a little bit to help dry out that fabric, and then I'll just pack it up again the same way. That way we put it away dry.